But what is it that African countries have tried to do? I've seen a number of countries, and the Ghanaian president Nana Akufo-Addo is remembered several years ago saying that we must think of Ghana beyond aid. And when he said that, quite a number of countries were also aping and copying that and say that we must think of Africa beyond aid, because aid is not sustainable. But how do you get out of debt? How do you get out of the aid scheme? How do you get out of this trap? The only way to get out of this trap is to ensure that the domestic manufacturing sector is created, to ensure that the domestic mining sector is strengthened, to ensure that the domestic agricultural sector is strengthened, to ensure that you are taxing companies which are foreign-based in a manner that is going to generate funds. You know, what happens in a number of African countries, and which I've never understood well, is to say, we are giving you tax holidays for 20 years. So you have tax holidays for 20 years and you are taking away people's gold, you are taking away people's cobalt, and most of this money is then taken out of African countries' jurisdiction. And if you ever doubted that, the late president of Tanzania, the late John Joseph Pombe Magufuli, upon entering into the leadership, discovered that a gold mining company which was based in Tanzania, I think it was from Australia, had been mining gold and not paying tax for 14 years. And for that reason, the country was losing both the gold and the money. And yet you are borrowing in order to ensure that you deal with the health sector and the education sector, particularly the health sector, which is aggravated by this kind of intervention, which is improper mining practices. Countries will not borrow, but countries must borrow responsibly. They must borrow in a manner that is designed to ensure that the borrowed money is utilized for the benefit of the people. But if borrowing is not properly structured, if borrowing is not properly controlled, then, as Dambisa Moyo has rightly stated in her book Dead Aid, what is going to happen is that you are going to borrow money that is going to ensure that you are in an economic coffin and you'll be buried with it, and the people will suffer as a result of it, because aid, however structured, is dangerous, holding all factors constant.